Jessie Q here and welcome back to another video on my channel. So it is currently Monday the 11th of February and Valentine's Day is fast approaching, and I know it is a sore topic for a lot of people just because a lot of people think that Valentine's Day is too commercialized, and the thing we tend to hear a lot of the times is I don't need one specific day to show my loved one that I love them, because I do that throughout the entire year, and that is fair, that is all fine and good, but that doesn't mean that just because you do it every other time that you shouldn't do it now, right? So regardless of whatever your opinion of Valentine's Day is, whether you think it's commercialized or not, I know for a lot of people in relationships, they still like to celebrate the day. And sometimes you don't have the money, you don't want to do the same old boring thing all the time, and you just can't come up with some ideas. So guys, I just compiled a few ideas to do this really quick video just to give you guys some ideas of some things that you can do for Valentine's Day that are a bit different from the norm, and it really takes into consideration you and your partner and what you all really enjoy doing. So before we get into this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and also hit the bell icon so that you can be notified every time that I post a video. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so before we start, I would say that the most important thing that you should do is have a conversation with your significant other about your expectations. Now, one of the biggest killers of the buzz or the vibe or even just relationships in general, one of the biggest killers is the management of expectations. If your significant other has very high expectations for Valentine's Day and you do not see it as something important, but he or she does, then that can be a source of friction for the both of you all, because one person will be expecting this big great hoopla and one other person will just be like, who have time to study that commercial thing? And you're thinking, you know, I do things for you all the time throughout the rest of the year, but he or she is expecting it now. And I would say this also plays into the 5 love languages, and if you have not ever heard about that, I implore you to please Google it, find out what your love language is, what the love language of your significant other is. I promise you it will make your relationship so much better, just knowing, just because you can understand better how to truly love the person that you're with, and it won't just be you thinking you're doing so much and the person is still unhappy at the end of the day. So that's just a little side caveat, but please guys, go just Google it, do the love languages test. It is free on the internet. I promise you, you will not regret it. Find out how the person that you're with receives love. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. So I would say that managing expectations is one of the biggest issues. So it is important that you'll have a conversation and really understand what the other person wants, needs, or what you all really want to do. After that conversation, I suggest that you think outside of the box, right? Things are expensive and things can also be very cliche. Okay, so how much times you'll buy that one box of chocolates? How much times you'll buy just normal roses just because it's Valentine's Day, or the big stupid teddy bear? You know, as we get older, you would have had these things happen, or you would have done these things for people time and time again over the years. All right, let's get creative now. What else can be done? What else is there out there for us to do? Right? It's not just limited to these boring things. So one thing that I suggest, I have a few things here that I think that we can think of, and let's listen. So before I move on to that, if the person likes flowers, buy them flowers, just do it. If that's what they like, it makes them happy to receive flowers, fine. For me, I don't like flowers. Right? I don't like roses. The only flowers that I like are tiger lilies. So every now and then for special occasions I get tiger lilies, but to say I get flowers on the regular, I don't, and that's because I don't like them, right? So I accept them on Valentine's Day because it's a sweet gesture or whatever. But you know, Y'all understand what I'm trying to say. So the first thing I suggest, y'all can give each other massages, right? There's a lot of stuff that y'all can learn on YouTube. Guys, get with it. There is a lot of stuff you can learn on YouTube. If you don't know how to give a proper massage, just look up a video, right? Go to Pennywise or something, just buy some essential oils, or you can probably use some lotions that just smell nice. I suggest you probably do some candles or some scented candles, you know, set them up nicely, turn down the lights, and give each other, you know, massages. That can be very romantic, that can be very sensual, and you know, it could be the start to a great night. So massages are definitely a thing that you can do. You can put on some sexy music or just a relaxing atmosphere and give each other massages. My next one will be to do edible arrangements. Now, this is not necessarily new, but there's still a lot of people that don't know about this idea. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, edible arrangements are floral arrangements made out of fruit or vegetables or chocolate covered stuff or whatever, right? And there are some companies in Trinidad that do them. The one that I know off the top of my head is Sweet Nothings, so y'all can look up that if you want to get some pricing. And they have a bunch of different things. You can get so many different things, guys. So that can be a change in pace, you know, from just regular roses that just die and you just there. You know, get them something to eat. If they like me and they like to eat, then get them something to eat, right? 2 birds, 1 stone. Okay, so the next one is to have a night in and cook a meal together. Now, I absolutely love this idea, especially if it's something that y'all don't naturally do already. Then do it. You know, just come up with a recipe that you would both like, buy your raw ingredients, go grocery shopping together, and then you'll come together and you'll make it. And you'll sit, you'll eat it, plate it out nice, get some nice wine, buy some wine glasses. You know, again, I think candles make the scene, candles set the stage for what you're about to do. So I would say light some candles, turn down the lights, and both of y'all just sit and enjoy each other's company and enjoy the fruits of your hard labor that you have just cooked. I think this is an awesome idea, and this is definitely something that I would want to do. Right? The next one is to have an indoor picnic. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you all cooking, but you know, someone can purchase different items and, you know, just set up a little thingy on the floor. You can put a nice little sheet and get some, you know, pillows and stuff. Again, with the candles, probably get some flowers, and you all just sit on the floor and talk and chat and eat some food and just have some time inside. You can also just do an outdoor picnic as well, but you know, it depends on what you want to do. The next one is doing tickets to a show. Now, depending on the relationship that you all have, you know, you all may be people that just really enjoy different types of shows, whether it's a comedy show, a play, whatever. Get tickets to a show that's on that night and go and take it in. I know for me, d.i.y Calypso Tent is having a Valentine's Day show. It's going to be really good. It is going to be on Thursday 14th, Valentine's Day, at the Monarchs Lounge, let's call it that, on Arapita Avenue. If you want to get tickets, I have tickets available, so you guys can just hit me up in the comments or on my social media and you can purchase your tickets from me, please. Yes. So y'all can go to a show. That can be a great idea if that's what y'all are into, right? Even if you're not really into being outdoors and y'all are homebodies, but y'all love watching movies. Guys, look up some of the corniest love movies ever and just binge watch corny movies. Binge watch corny movies. Pop that popcorn and y'all just snuggling together. Get a little blanket for the couch. Y'all snuggling together and just binge watch corny love movies. Binge watch some chick flicks. I promise you, she is just going to have the time of her life, right? And of course, I'm saying this again, all of these things come with conversation just to manage the expectations, because you don't want to do that when she's expecting to be wined and dined and then she doesn't appreciate it or he doesn't appreciate it. right? My next point is try a new experience together. For instance, take a class. So there are classes popping up here and there where you can learn to paint. There's sip and paint. There is another one. You can learn to mold clay, you know, pottery. Wow, mold clay. You all can do a pottery class. There are things like these happening all over, right? And maybe Valentine's Day is a good day to try one of them out, right? So it doesn't just have to be the same old boring thing that we continue to do year after year. There are new things that we can try. And another thing could be to take a trip to another part of the country and spend a night. So for instance, if you are from Arima, you may want to go down to Mayaro and spend a night at a little guest house or so and just reconnect, you know. All the married couples out there, sometimes you just need to reconnect. So take a trip, go down and you all reconnect. And last but not least, my final point is not necessarily an idea, but it is one thing that I think we should all take into consideration. Unplug. Take off your phone. Just the two of y'all enjoying each other's company. Just, you know, really connect with each other, and I'm pretty sure you all are going to have an amazing time. So whatever you choose to do for this Valentine's Day, just remember that it's about the both of you all. And I would say no, Valentine's Day is not just for the woman. Sometimes women, you all need to spend your money too and wine and dine these men as well, especially if you're being treated well and fine and dandy every other day for the year, right? So I'm not just talking to the guys here, I'm also talking to the ladies, you know. There are many different things that we can do, and let's just not make it boring, you know. Let's really think outside of the box and have open and honest conversations with our spouses or our significant others, and let's come up with some really great ideas of excellent ways that we can really enjoy that time of love with our significant others, Valentine's Day. So guys, I hope this has been helpful. This was really impromptu. These are just things that I was honestly thinking about, like, just do something different. I personally enjoy Valentine's Day. I think it's really sweet. Why not just show love extra special day, right? Especially if you're being loved every other day. So I like it, but I don't like the monotony. I don't like being cliche. So I just really sat and thought of these things, and I thought that you guys can benefit from it as well. So I hope that this Valentine's Day you really enjoy it with your significant other. I hope these ideas were able to help. If you see this video and it was able to help you, please just let me know down in the comments below. And also, if you have an idea of something that I may not have mentioned, you can leave it in the comments as well. Hopefully someone can see it and get an idea for something that we can do. Thank you so much guys for checking out this video, and until the next time, namaste babies, bye, and happy Valentine's Day. Mwah.